Good day. My name is Alaika Danica Otsambis.
Good day. I am Cassandra Heinz Nicole Emulan.
I am Alafas John Lord Sulan.
Good day everyone, I'm Genevieve Tajimbara.
Good day everyone. My name is Charles Ian T. Sulaiman.
We
We are
are
Group
Group
7.
7.
Good day. My name is Alaika Danica Otsambis and we are Group 7. Sole proprietorship is the simplest form of business organization where the capital is owned and provided by one person called proprietor who may manage the business by himself or hire another person to do so. Whatever happens to the business, whether it succeeds or fails, the owner has to bear it all, including any unpaid obligations that the business have incurred. That is the reason why the business itself does not file and pay income tax. The net income tax of the business is reported in owner's personal income tax return. As there is only one owner of the sole proprietorship business, the capital account is called owner's equity.
Good day. I am Cassandra Heinz Nicole Emulan and we are Group 7. Partnership. Partnership can be set up easier, less paperwork, taxes, and others. It is easy to form a business in partnership because you have a partner to rely with. The details of the agreement with partners are outlined in the articles of partnership. Partnerships are composed of two or more individuals that shares ownership. The liabilities of partnership are unlimited. The duties, responsibilities, and other obligations are shared between the owners. For example, Violet, Sky, and Blue collab on forming a fashion boutique business. They signed a form of agreement that is legal in the articles of partnership, and the profit is equally divided by each of them. And that's all for partnership.
What is corporation? So now, you will be able to define what is corporation. Corporation is a kind of a legal entity or independent of its members. So meaning to say that corporation is not owned by a single person, but instead, it is owned by shareholders. Shareholders are the one who buy stock in the company. It holds authority and can incur liability on its own. Also, corporation conducts its business like an artificial person. A corporation is owned by shareholders and can be formed for profit or non-profit. Do you know that corporation is managed by a board of directors? Then accurately, board of directors are the one who manage the company, which is elected by the shareholders. In practically speaking, corporation continues to exist for an unlimited period of time. It remains unaffected by the retirement or death of each shareholders. Corporation terminates only if each shareholders dissolve it or each shareholders bankrupt. Like the partnership and sole proprietorship, because when the owners dies, the business are no longer to exist. And what can I give you? The example of corporation is Apple Incorporation, Walmart Incorporation, and Microsoft Incorporation. I think that's all, and I am Alafas John Lord Sula from Group 7.
Good day everyone, I'm Genevieve Tajimbara and I will discuss to you the cooperative form of business organization. Cooperative is a form of business that is controlled and run by about 15 members and above to gain their common economic, social, cultural needs and aspirations. Cooperative can become privately owned and publicly owned that can be supported by the government. Cooperative shareholders offers only limited liability. For instance, in the United States, housing cooperatives own a real estate like condo units and apartments that are approved by the law and supported by the government. That will be all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. My name is Charles Ian T. Sulaiman and we are from Group 7. Today, I will discuss to you some disadvantages and advantages of the 4 forms of business organization: the sole proprietorship, the partnership, the corporation, and the cooperative. First, let us talk about the first form of the business organization, the sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship have several advantages over any other business entitles. It is easy to form, and the owners enjoy sole control of the business profits. Or in another word, the owners owns all the profits of the business. But it has a biggest disadvantage because the owner is personally liable for all the business losses and liabilities. All his assets could be taken just to pay the remaining amount of all the business losses. Next is the partnership. Partnership have several advantages over any other business entitles because ownership and control are combined. It is easy to raise, easy access to profits, and if you have more partners, you will have more capitals. But disadvantages of the partnership is that it has no independent legal status, no personal interest, and extensive paperwork. And all the partners are personally liable for all the business losses and liabilities incurred. Next is the corporation. Corporation have several advantages also because it is easier to raise capital, the owner's liability are limited, and the owner's assets are protected from all the liabilities and all the business losses of the corporation. But the disadvantages of the corporation is that double taxation, lack of personal interest, and extensive paperwork. The last form of business organization is the cooperative. Cooperative advantages are it is less on taxation, it has a separate legal entity, and the members' liability are limited. But the disadvantages of cooperative are it has no secrecy because they need to submit annual reports. They need to submit annual reports about the profits they gain. It can cause a corruption if the leader is not responsible, if the leader is putting all the profits on his pocket. Sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, and cooperative has several advantages and disadvantages. So before starting a business, consider all the pros and cons for your business to be successful. Always remember that accounting is a language of business. And always surround yourself assets and not liabilities. Good day, and I hope you learned something about the 4 forms of business organization and its advantages and disadvantages. Again, I'm Charles Ian T. Sulaiman from Group 7.